There are many Kenyans who believe the CS Interior, Fred Matiangi, Dr. Fred Matiangi, is a hero. And some of them have even been discussing Dr. Matiangi as a prospective, viable presidential candidate. And of course, there's nothing wrong with having a view, an opinion. Indeed, it is your democratic right. Well, not really, because there are some opinions, some points of view that in Kenya are considered criminal. Indeed, Dr. Fred Matiangi himself was before a Senate committee yesterday over that very issue. The fact that the government seems to have deemed the view of some senators criminal. And that one is no longer a rumor or hearsay, because we've had two authorities tell us that the arrests of senators can be directly linked to what was supposed to be a crucial session over the new revenue allocation formula for counties, which was scheduled to happen yesterday, at the time the senators were arrested, but never took place. Which two authorities are this I'm talking about? Raila Amolo Odinga, former Prime Minister, and a partner in the handshake government. A man who has been in the trenches for so long, fighting for a better Kenya, and in the process escaping with his life only by the grace of God several times. That is a man who understands very intimately how security organs in the country operate. Not adding the fact that now he is a partner in government, and therefore he must have access to knowledge not available to the public on how our security organs currently are operating. Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, who since 2013 has been playing a very active role in directing those very security organs. Well, until something happened sometime in 2016, which changed everything. Both those two gentlemen, those authorities, have told us that the arrest of senators, 3 senators, can be linked directly to the vote, the debate that was supposed to take place in the Senate on Monday, to make a critical decision over the way forward on the new revenue allocation formula for counties. Whichever angle you want to look at it, these two positively confirmed that those arrests were definitely linked to politics. They confirmed beyond any doubt that indeed in Kenya today, some views, some opinions are still criminal. And this is why the session yesterday at the Senate, where the heads of all our security organs, save one, were supposed to be grilled, was really a farce. I don't think I can put it any better. For starters, the session was closed to members of the press. When I initially got this information, I was happy. Believe it or not. Why? Because I believed naively that in a closed session, the senators and these top security people would reach some middle ground. I thought that a closed session would allow them to confess, yes, we did this, but going forward, we will not do it again. I thought it would be an excellent opportunity for the senators to pin down these security people, so that in future, at least in the Senate, opinions, views would never again in our country be considered criminal. Because this touches on the very foundation of democracy. We elect our representatives, so that they can go to the Senate, to the National Assembly, and air our views, speak our hearts, there. Now, how will it work when some of the views we give them, are going to be considered sensitive, criminal, something which somebody can be arrested for? You tell me, how is that going to work? We might as well stop pretending, and decide that we are a police state. That for reasons of national security, reasons of keeping the peace, some certain things, some certain views cannot be allowed. There's nothing wrong with making that clear so that we all know. But alas, what I expected to happen in the Senate in a closed-door session did not happen. One of my weaknesses, I believe, is that sometimes I'm too optimistic. Anyway, we're going to break down this particular session of yesterday on today's show. And on top of that, we're going to discuss something many people missed. The major transfers and appointments of county commissioners right across the country, which is linked to security. And Dr. Matiangi, a prospective presidential candidate. And what really caught my attention was the fact that a total of 98 deputy county commissioners across the country were affected by these changes. Now hold on a minute. We don't have 98 counties. You get the drift? Anyway, I'm going to analyze and break all that down for you. But first, our usual heads-up segment. There is nothing that breaks my heart more than a staunch follower of this channel saying, Chris, the analysis was very good, but you left out some information. It's only available to Club 1999 members and weekly intelligence briefs subscribers. And I'm not a subscriber of either. So I feel left out. That usually makes me feel very bad. And so I've sat down with my people and we have come up with something that will totally delight you and hopefully change this. Even if it is a little. With immediate effect, we are launching a competition on this channel. A way for you to join Club 1999. Pop! Just like that. All you have to do is write a brief summary of a video on this channel. Any video. It can be the latest. It can be your favorite from a long time ago. It doesn't matter. Just write a very captivating summary of a sentence or two, a few words, describing that video and saying why people should take it in. And you don't need to write kizungu mingi. For instance, you can simply say, this video helped me to understand the deep state more than I've ever understood it. Finished. Then post that comment with a link to the video, either on Facebook or Twitter or your WhatsApp group, and then send what you've done to me at youmissedthis@gmail.com. You can see the email address on your screens right now, and then put in the subject area, Club 1999 promo. And when I receive it, I will instantly make you a member of Club 1999 for 3 months. Free, no payment, nothing. Just your brief comment about a video on this channel. Don't waste a minute. Go for it. And then of course, please be patient because I know a lot of people will go for it. So be patient as I go through all the comments and make them members immediately of Club 1999 for 3 months for free. Then you'll never need to complain again Yeah, that Chris, I feel left out. I'm a staunch supporter. I'm a fan, but I feel left out. That will end for you. Okay? Go for it right away. Now, back to the drama in the Senate with Dr. Fred Matiangi and others. Now, despite the confirmations we received from two people who know these things very intimately, Raila and Ruto, the CS Interior, Dr. Matiangi, told the Senate committee that he did not order any arrests in order to affect debate, votes on the floor of the Senate. The Inspector General of Police, Hilary Mutyambai, insisted that it was all a coincidence. Obviously, they were all reading from the same script. Yeah, and they were saying what people with privileged information like Raila and Ruto were telling us was all lies. Yeah, there was nothing like that. The arrest of the senators had nothing to do with any politics. That it was a coincidence that out of all the senators, 3, who were crucial to the fate of the revenue allocation formula, were the ones who happened to be arrested on the very day the Senate was going to sit yet again for record 9th time over the matter. Now, there's some naive Kenyans who look at something like this and believe that these security people are not very bright. Because why tell a lie that is impossible to believe? I've even seen some comments online somewhere of people saying, Kwani, how stupid do these people think we are? But in my view, that is missing the point. Because the whole objective here was not to spin a tale that would be believable. No. There's something else governments also do all over the world. It's called plausible deniability. Something is done in secret, and then something is created to allow the government to deny and be believed, or at least half believed. For your information, this was not even about plausible deniability. What this was a message to the Senate. You can call us, you can ask us questions, lakini mtadu, what are you going to do about it? What is going to happen here that is going to change anything? That is really what it was all about. Now, let us not be naive, okay? And let us also accept that there are some things which governments use to remain in control, to remain in power. And these things did not start being used yesterday. No. They have been used throughout history. And granted, it is something which is very difficult to swallow for most people. But the truth is, governments and authorities have always ruled since the beginning of time, using a very crucial tool called fear. If a ruler is not feared, they will not be effective. It's as simple as that. Let me even give you a simple example. Any boss in any company who is not feared, I guarantee you, they are not effective. People in that company will do what they want. I've worked in companies where you have a very nice boss, a very soft guy. Nobody fears him. He is everybody's friend in the office. Now in those companies, the result has been chaos. And some of those companies, many of them have collapsed. They've come crashing down. That is the truth. Now let me take you back in history briefly. When Mwai Kibaki took over in 2003, I had already been a victim of the local security organs. And not because I had been a criminal. No. I didn't even have views, that would be considered criminal. It was simply a case of mistaken identity. Somebody mistook me for a person whose views were considered at the time criminal. And one of the reasons why we danced so much, so hard, that some of us took a dip in the dirty Uhuru Park waters. Not me, but a Kenyan did. I believe the clips are available somewhere. People were just over the moon that Kanu was finally out of power. I believe many people, or at least some people, are like me. When Kibaki took over, I was sure that it was the end of fear in the country called Kenya. Fear for any contrary views you may have. And at the beginning, the Kibaki administration was not feared. But then also something else happened. As a result of there being no fear, the Kibaki administration became very shaky and unstable. Of course, there were other things happening. Like the faction allied to Raila Odinga, was crying foul over some memorandum of understanding, of appointments in the cabinet that Kibaki had not honored. But that was not the real deal. The real deal why the Kibaki government was so unstable was that there was no longer any fear. People did what they wanted to do. People did what they felt like doing. Then something was done. Kibaki consulted his predecessor, retired President Daniel Arap Moi. And from the advice of President Moi, suddenly the Kibaki administration started being very stable. Despite the continued complaints and drama from Raila Odinga's faction of the government, LDP. In my view, one of the main reasons why that government became stable was that fear was reintroduced. Those who were around at the time will remember that many funny, fearful things started happening in the country. And people started fearing the Kibaki administration. And that administration became stable. If you want to rule a country without fear, I believe it is possible. However, you will have to replace it with something else. Like strong, independent institutions, which people fear. We come back right again to fear. A justice system where it will be very difficult, virtually impossible, to bribe your way out of anything. An efficient police service that is a stickler to the law. A parliament that puts country before self and therefore is able to pass laws that will stabilize the country. Laws that will bring fear to those who want to create chaos. Bottom line, if you want to control anything, any body of people called human beings, you need fear. Even the kings in the days of old, the kings had to be feared for them to operate. Kings who are not feared are but a footnote in history. Some of them, we've never heard of them. That is the terrible truth. And please, don't get me wrong. I'm not supporting anything. I'm not supporting anybody. And I'm certainly not supporting any draconian moves made by anybody. No. I'm just giving you the facts as they are. Now, very quickly, on to the reshuffle yesterday of county commissioners and individuals linked to security right across the country. 98 deputy county commissioners were affected by the changes by Dr. Fred Matiangi yesterday, which he stated very clearly he made after close consultations with the president. Now, you should stop making the mistake many Kenyans make of believing that our security organs in the country are not bright. They don't think. They're not clever. You can call them many things, and indeed there are many things. But not being smart is not one of them. Now let me ask you a simple question. Why would somebody make major changes anywhere? There are many reasons, but I think the best reason, simplified, is to prepare for the future, to prepare for the immediate future. This is clear evidence that the government is not unaware of what Kenyans are going through. They are not unaware of the suffering, the loss of jobs, the loss of income, etc., that is unfolding in our country as we speak. Now, this kind of environment leads to a few undesirable consequences. Increase in crime and criminal activities, which we're already seeing unfolding before our very eyes. But then there's also something else. Political unrest. People who didn't care so much before, because they had a comfortable job, they're able to put food on the table, suddenly become political activists. And so in a nutshell, what has happened here is that Dr. Fred Matiangi, the CS Interior, is simply preparing the government to deal with a very different post-virus Kenya. Let me just leave it at that. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.